The Amazon jungle is a world painted in 1,000 shades of green, a living tapestry woven from endless layers of foliage, vines, and ancient trees that stretch skyward, their canopies forming a dense, impenetrable roof. Sunlight filters through the leaves in golden shafts, illuminating swirling clouds of mist that drift above the forest floor. The air is thick with humidity, heavy with the scent of earth, moss, and blooming orchids, and alive with the constant hum of insects. It is a place of breathtaking beauty, but beneath this lush exterior lies a world of perpetual tension. Every rustle in the leaves could signal a predator on the prowl, every shadow a silent hunter waiting to strike. The undergrowth is a labyrinth of roots and fallen branches, where the faintest movement betrays the presence of life or death. Here, life and death are neighbors, sharing the same tree branch, the same patch of earth. The jungle is a battleground, where every creature is both hunter and hunted. Jaguars slip through the shadows, their rosetted coats blending perfectly with the dappled light, while capybaras huddle in wary groups, ever alert to the threat of ambush. Each day is a relentless struggle for survival. Animals must find food, avoid being eaten, and defend their territory from rivals. The forest is alive with the sounds of competition, calls, growls, and the sudden crash of bodies as two rivals clash in a flurry of fur and claws. This green labyrinth is home to some of the planet's most formidable predators. Jaguars, with jaws strong enough to pierce skulls, prowl the riverbanks. Caimans lurk motionless in muddy waters, their eyes just above the surface, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Harpy eagles perch high above, their talons poised to snatch monkeys or sloths from the treetops. Every creature here is a master of adaptation. Some blend seamlessly into the foliage, invisible to all but the keenest eyes. Insects the size of small birds buzz through the humid air, their iridescent wings flashing in the filtered sunlight. The forest floor is alive with movement. Armies of ants march in relentless columns, devouring anything in their path, while snakes glide silently through the leaf litter, their scales glistening with moisture. Beneath the surface of winding rivers, piranhas swarm in frenzied schools, their razor-sharp teeth capable of stripping flesh in seconds. Electric eels lurk in the murky depths, ready to unleash a jolt of power on unsuspecting prey. On the forest floor, the relentless advance of army ants can reduce a fallen animal to bone in minutes. Above, harpy eagles soar on silent wings, their piercing eyes scanning for the slightest movement below. Jaguars move with ghostly grace, their muscles rippling beneath spotted fur as they stalk through the tangled undergrowth. Strength alone is not enough here. Cunning, patience, and luck are just as vital. To survive, animals must be smart, sneaky, and incredibly lucky. Some emerge only at dawn, when the light is soft and the air is cool, hoping to avoid the eyes of nocturnal hunters. Others rely on camouflage, remaining perfectly still as danger passes by, their lives hanging by a thread. This is the ultimate arena of natural selection, where only the most adaptable survive. Predator and prey are locked in an endless dance, each evolving new strategies to outwit the other. The rules are simple, but the stakes are life and death. Most predators specialize, honing their skills to catch particular prey. Caimans hunt fish and capybaras, their jaws snapping shut with lightning speed. Harpy eagles swoop down on monkeys and sloths, their talons closing with bone-crushing force. Each has evolved to fill a specific niche, maintaining a delicate balance in this complex ecosystem. The system is intricate, a web of relationships that keeps the jungle in harmony, but sometimes the rules are shattered. Hunger, desperation, or opportunity can drive even the most specialized hunters to take risks, to challenge rivals, or to attack unexpected prey. When this happens, the jungle erupts in chaos. Two apex predators may cross paths, each unwilling to yield. The result is a confrontation of epic proportions, a rare, electrifying spectacle, where the outcome is uncertain and the consequences are profound. When two titans meet, the air crackles with tension. Muscles coil, eyes lock, and instincts take over. The battle is not just for a meal, but for dominance, for the right to rule a patch of this wild, ancient land. These clashes are raw, primal displays of power and desperation. One animal seeks to make the other its victim, to assert its place at the top of the food chain. The natural order is upended, if only for a moment. The hunter becomes the hunted, and the line between victor and vanquished is razor-thin. In these moments, the jungle holds its breath, and the outcome is never certain. Such events are seldom witnessed, unfolding deep in the heart of the jungle, far from any observer. They are a crucial part of the Amazon's story, a reminder that in this wild, untamed world, no creature is ever truly safe, not even the kings of the jungle. Here the cycle of life and death is unending, a testament to the power, beauty, and brutality of nature's greatest arena. Deep within the emerald heart of the Amazon rainforest, a shadow moves with silent confidence. This is the jaguar, an animal revered and feared, the undisputed king of this vast, tangled wilderness. The jaguar is the largest feline in the Americas, a living embodiment of strength and elegance. Every step it takes is a display of raw muscle and fluid grace, perfectly adapted to the dense, unpredictable terrain of the jungle. Its coat is a masterpiece of natural artistry, golden-orange fur adorned with intricate black rosettes and spots. These markings are not just beautiful, they are essential for survival, breaking up the jaguar's outline and allowing it to melt into the shifting patterns of sunlight and shadow on the forest floor. In the dappled light beneath the towering canopy, the jaguar becomes nearly invisible. Its camouflage is so effective that, when motionless, it vanishes into the living tapestry of leaves, vines, and moss. This ability to disappear is one of its greatest defenses and most potent hunting tools, making it a true phantom of the forest. The jaguar is a master of stealth. It moves with almost supernatural silence, each step calculated and deliberate as it weaves through tangled undergrowth and dense vegetation. It is a ghost among the trees, able to approach its prey with astonishing closeness before revealing its presence. Built for power, the jaguar's body is compact and muscular, with short, sturdy legs that provide explosive strength and agility. Its massive head houses a set of jaws that are unrivaled in the feline world. The jaguar's bite is legendary. Pound for pound, it is the most powerful of any big cat. Its jaws can pierce the thickest hides and crush bone with ease. With this formidable weapon, the jaguar can shatter the armored shell of a turtle or the skull of a caiman, dispatching its prey with a single, devastating bite. Unlike other big cats that target the throat, the jaguar often delivers a precise, crushing bite to the back of the skull, ending the hunt in an instant. This method is swift and merciless, a testament to the jaguar's unmatched strength and efficiency as a predator. The jaguar is a versatile and opportunistic hunter, able to adapt its tactics to a wide variety of prey. Its diet is astonishingly diverse, encompassing more than 85 species. From fleet-footed deer and sturdy peccaries to agile monkeys and even large birds, few animals are safe from the jaguar's relentless pursuit. But what truly sets the jaguar apart from other big cats is its affinity for water. It is an exceptional swimmer, gliding effortlessly through rivers and flooded forests. The jaguar is completely at home in the watery labyrinths of the Amazon, where rivers snake through the jungle and seasonal floods transform the landscape. Here, it hunts with equal skill, catching fish, turtles, and even formidable caimans, demonstrating its dominance in both land and aquatic realms. This adaptability allows the jaguar to thrive in a mosaic of habitats, from dense upland forests to flooded lowlands, making it a true master of the Amazon. The jaguar is a solitary creature, patrolling its territory alone. It relies on its own strength, intelligence, and patience to survive in a world where only the fittest endure. Its domain can stretch for miles, a vast expanse of tangled forest and winding rivers marked by the jaguar's silent passage. To maintain its territory, the jaguar marks trees with deep scratches and scent, sending a clear message to any rivals that this land is claimed. Patience is one of its greatest virtues. The jaguar can wait for hours, hidden and motionless, until the perfect moment to strike arrives. Then, in a blur of motion, it explodes from cover, closing the distance in seconds and delivering its lethal bite. The jaguar is the living spirit of the Amazon, majestic, elusive, and supremely powerful. It is a symbol of the wild's enduring mystery and strength. As night falls, the jaguar reigns supreme, a silent ruler whose glowing eyes pierce the darkness. At the pinnacle of the food chain, it is the ultimate predator, shaping the balance of life in the world's greatest rainforest. Deep within the murky, winding rivers and shadowy swamps of the Amazon, a silent giant glides beneath the surface. Here, in the heart of the jungle, lives another apex predator, one that dominates its watery world with sheer size and strength. This is the green anaconda, a true titan among reptiles. It is the largest and heaviest snake on Earth, a living legend of the Amazon. Adult females, the largest of the species, can reach lengths of over 30 feet and weigh more than 500 pounds. Their bodies are thick and muscular, easily as wide as a grown man's thigh, and their immense bulk is a testament to their power. The anaconda's skin is a tapestry of olive-green scales, patterned with bold black blotches and subtle yellow markings. This intricate camouflage allows it to vanish into the tangled vegetation and muddy waters of its home. Perfectly adapted to its environment, the anaconda can disappear in plain sight, its massive form hidden among floating plants and submerged roots. When it lies in wait, only the faintest ripple or a glint of its scales betrays its presence. Animals approaching the water's edge for a drink are often unaware of the danger lurking just beneath the surface. The anaconda is not venomous. It relies on brute force rather than toxins to subdue its prey. Its body is a living coil of muscle, capable of exerting crushing pressure. As a constrictor, it wraps itself around its victim, using its immense strength to squeeze tighter with every breath the prey exhales. The anaconda's grip is relentless. With each contraction, it cuts off the flow of blood and air, quickly overpowering even the strongest animals. The victim's struggle grows weaker as the snake's coils tighten, until finally the jungle falls silent once more. The pressure the anaconda can exert is immense, enough to stop a heart and halt the flow of life in moments. For the prey, it is a slow, suffocating end, a testament to the anaconda's raw, unyielding power. The anaconda's menu is as impressive as its size. It hunts a wide range of animals: capybaras, deer, caimans, and even large birds and fish. No creature that enters its domain is truly safe. This master of ambush spends most of its life in or near water, where its bulk is supported and its movements are nearly silent. Its eyes and nostrils are set high on its head, allowing it to breathe and watch for prey while the rest of its body remains hidden beneath the surface. The anaconda can float motionless for hours, resembling nothing more than a drifting log waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Sensitive to the faintest vibrations, it detects the approach of animals along the riverbank or the splash of a fish nearby. When the time is right, the anaconda erupts from the water with astonishing speed, jaws agape, seizing its prey with rows of backward-facing teeth that prevent escape. The struggle is fierce. The anaconda coils around its victim, dragging it into the water, where the advantage is all its own. In the water, the anaconda is a master of movement. Its powerful muscles propel it with ease, while land animals flounder and tire quickly. Once the prey is subdued, the anaconda unhinges its jaw, stretching its mouth impossibly wide to swallow animals much larger than its own head. After a successful hunt, the anaconda retreats to a secluded spot, where it will rest and digest its meal for weeks, sometimes even months, moving little as it draws energy from its massive feast. In the wild, the anaconda is both feared and respected by other animals. It is a solitary hunter, rarely seen with others of its kind except during the brief breeding season. As it glides through the dark waters, it reigns supreme, a patient, silent, and nearly invisible ruler of the Amazon's hidden depths. The scene of our epic confrontation is a muddy riverbank deep in the heart of the Amazon. The river itself is a slow, meandering giant, its water the color of strong tea stained by the tannins from decaying leaves. It snakes through the dense jungle like a giant serpent itself. The air is thick and heavy with humidity, so damp you can almost drink it. The sounds of the rainforest create a constant living symphony, the screech of parrots, the buzz of countless insects, and the strange, guttural calls of howler monkeys echo through the trees, a soundtrack to the perpetual drama of life and death unfolding below. The jungle presses in on the river from all sides. Giant trees, draped in vines and epiphytes, form a dense canopy that blocks out much of the sunlight. Only a few scattered beams manage to pierce the gloom, illuminating patches of the forest floor in an almost spiritual glow. The undergrowth is a tangled mess of ferns, palms, and thorny bushes, making travel difficult for all but the most adapted creatures. This is a world of shadows and secrets, where visibility is limited and danger can lurk just a few feet away, completely hidden from view. The riverbank is a critical zone, a place where the world of the land meets the world of the water. This specific stretch of the riverbank is a popular spot for wildlife. The mud is covered in a confusing jumble of tracks. The hoofprints of peccaries, the delicate marks of agoutis, and the large splayed footprints of a capybara family are all visible. For many animals, the river is their only source of water. They are forced to come to its edge to drink, a moment of extreme vulnerability. They know that predators often wait here. Every sip of water is taken with caution. Eyes and ears are constantly scanning the surroundings for any sign of movement, any hint of a threat hiding in the water or the dense foliage. On this particular day, the air is still and tense. The usual chorus of the jungle seems quieter, more subdued. It is as if the inhabitants of this small corner of the world can sense that something is about to happen. A storm is brewing, not in the sky, but between two of the jungle's most powerful residents. The riverbank, a place of life-giving water, is about to become an arena for a deadly duel. The stage is set, the atmosphere is charged, and the two main actors are about to make their entrance. The jungle holds its breath, waiting for the inevitable clash. The tension is palpable, a silent anticipation that grips every creature from the smallest insect to the largest mammal. A magnificent jaguar, a large male in his prime, steps out from the shadows of the undergrowth. His golden eyes scan the tangled green, every muscle rippling beneath his spotted coat as he moves with a silent, confident grace that speaks of his status as king. Each step is measured, his paws barely making a sound on the thick carpet of fallen leaves. The filtered sunlight dapples his fur, blending him seamlessly into the rainforest's shifting patterns of light and shadow. His coat, a tapestry of rosettes and gold, is a perfect match for the dappled light filtering through the canopy above, rendering him nearly invisible to all but the most attentive eyes. Today, he is not driven by hunger, his belly is full from a recent kill, and his purpose is different. He is patrolling, asserting his dominance over this stretch of wild territory. He moves along a well-worn trail, marking his presence with every stride, his senses tuned to the subtle rhythms of the jungle. The air grows cooler and damper as he nears the river's edge. His powerful paws press into the soft mud, leaving deep, unmistakable prints that will soon be washed away by the rising water. Lowering his head, he laps at the murky water, his pink tongue flicking out in quick, practiced motions. The river is calm, its surface broken only by the occasional drifting leaf. For a brief moment, the jaguar is exposed, his focus narrowed to the simple act of drinking, his guard lowered as he quenches his thirst. But beneath the tea-colored surface, the world is transformed. The water is thick with silt, visibility reduced to mere inches, and in this hidden realm another predator waits. A colossal green anaconda, her body thick as a tree trunk, lies motionless on the muddy riverbed. Her scales blend perfectly with the swirling sediment, making her all but invisible. Only the very top of her head, her nostrils and eyes, break the surface. Two tiny islands in a sea of brown, easily mistaken for floating debris. She has waited here for hours, unmoving, her hunger sharpening her patience. Every muscle is coiled, every sense alert to the faintest vibration. Her massive body, a living spring of muscle and sinew, is ready to explode into action at the slightest provocation. She feels the tremors as the jaguar's heavy paws press into the earth, each step sending subtle ripples through the ground and water. The jaguar is a formidable adversary, but the anaconda's hunger is overwhelming, pushing her to take a risk that few predators would dare. The air is thick with tension. With the riverbank, moments ago a place of peace, now holds the promise of sudden violence, a high-risk, high-reward gamble for both creatures. The jaguar finishes drinking, lifting his head and licking the last drops from his whiskers. His ears twitch, catching the faintest sounds from the jungle and the river. He pauses, alert, his instincts whispering that something is amiss. The jungle's usual chorus seems to hush, as if holding its breath. The jaguar's muscles tense, his eyes scanning the water for any sign of danger. A subtle ripple disturbs the surface, a movement that does not belong to the slow current. The disturbance is slight, but to the jaguar's keen senses it is enough. He starts to pull back, but the moment has already slipped away. In the blink of an eye, the river explodes in a violent eruption of water and muscle. The surface shatters as the anaconda launches herself upward, a living missile of scale and sinew. Her movement is not elegant, but it is devastating, an explosion of raw power and speed aimed directly at the jaguar. The water churns, droplets flying in all directions as the snake's massive head bursts from the river, jaws agape. Her mouth opens impossibly wide, revealing rows of backward-pointing teeth, each one designed to grip and hold struggling prey. She aims for the jaguar's head and neck, seeking to end the struggle before it can begin. But the jaguar's reflexes are legendary. In a flash, he rears back, muscles coiling, claws unsheathing as he tries to evade the strike. The two predators collide in a blur of fur and scale, the jaguar's powerful limbs thrashing as the snake's jaws snap shut. The anaconda's teeth find purchase not on the jaguar's neck, but on his muscular shoulder, anchoring her to her quarry. Her teeth sink deep, locking her grip as her coils begin to tighten, seeking to overpower the jaguar's strength. The initial strike is a triumph of patience and precision. The element of surprise has given the anaconda the upper hand. The jaguar, caught off guard, thrashes in shock and pain, his roar echoing through the trees, a sound of fury and defiance. The battle has begun. The riverbank, once silent, is now a maelstrom of violence, as two of the Amazon's greatest predators fight for survival, locked in a deadly embrace beneath the emerald canopy. The struggle sends waves rippling across the water, scattering birds and small creatures into the safety of the shadows, as the outcome of this primal contest hangs in the balance. With its jaws locked firmly onto the jaguar's shoulder, the anaconda immediately brings its primary weapon into play, its body. The snake's strategy is simple and, well, brutally effective. It must encircle the jaguar and begin its deadly squeeze. The first massive coil of the snake's body whips out of the water and wraps around the jaguar's torso. The sheer weight and power of the snake are staggering. The jaguar is pulled off balance, its paws scrabbling for purchase in the slippery mud. The anaconda uses its immense bulk to try and drag the cat into the deeper water, where the snake will have the ultimate advantage. The jaguar fights back with instinctual fury, but the snake is relentless. A second coil, thicker than a man's thigh, loops around the cat's midsection. The pressure begins to build immediately. It is a crushing, suffocating force, a vice grip of solid muscle. The jaguar can feel the air being forced from its lungs. Every move it makes to try and escape only seems to allow the snake to tighten its hold. The anaconda is a living straitjacket, and its grip is tightening with every passing second. The silent, patient hunter has transformed into a relentless engine of constriction. The struggle becomes a chaotic dance of death on the riverbank. The two powerful bodies thrash in the mud and shallow water, churning the river into a brown froth. The jaguar is a whirlwind of claws and teeth, but its movements are becoming restricted. The snake's coils are like steel bands, pinning the cat's legs and preventing it from getting a solid footing. The anaconda is not trying to injure the jaguar with its coils, but to suffocate it, to squeeze the life out of it. It is a slow, methodical process, a battle of endurance as much as strength. The jaguar's powerful roars become strained gasps for air. The anaconda's strategy is clear. It must avoid the jaguar's lethal bite and powerful claws, while it applies its suffocating pressure. The snake's own head is vulnerable, but it keeps it tucked close to the jaguar's body, using the cat's own struggles to shield itself. The sheer power on display is immense. The muscles on the anaconda's body ripple as it constricts, a terrifying demonstration of nature's raw force. The king of the jungle is in grave danger. It is trapped in the lethal embrace of the river titan, and the pressure is becoming unbearable. The fight for survival has reached a critical point. The jungle around them is alive with the sounds of their struggle, the rustling leaves and splashing water echoing the intensity of their battle. The air is thick with humidity, the scent of wet earth and vegetation mingling with the primal scent of fear and aggression. The anaconda's eyes are cold and unblinking, focused solely on its prey, while the jaguar's eyes are wide with desperation, its powerful body straining against the unyielding coils. The riverbank, once a serene and quiet place, has become a battleground, a testament to the raw and unforgiving laws of nature. Trapped beneath the dense jungle canopy, the jaguar is locked in a deadly embrace with the anaconda. The humid air is thick with tension, the only sounds the frantic splashing of water and the muffled growls of the desperate cat. Suffocating, the jaguar knows it is in a fight for its very life. Its primal survival instincts surge to the surface, flooding its body with adrenaline. Every muscle tenses, every nerve is on fire. The jaguar's eyes, wide and wild, burn with a mix of terror and unyielding determination. The anaconda's coils constrict tighter, squeezing the jaguar's ribs and forcing the air from its lungs. But the cat's head and neck remain free, thrashing above the water's surface, desperate for breath and for a chance to strike back. The jaguar's greatest weapon, its bone-crushing jaws, are bared in a snarl, saliva dripping from its fangs as it prepares to retaliate. With a violent twist of its powerful neck, the jaguar's yellow eyes flash with a desperate fury. Its body writhes, muscles rippling beneath its spotted coat as it searches for any opening in the snake's iron grip. The cat opens its mouth wide, exposing its long, razor-sharp canines, each one gleaming in the dappled sunlight that filters through the leaves above. With a sudden explosive movement, the jaguar lunges, aiming for the thick, muscular body of the snake, the only part it can reach, the very coils that are squeezing the life from it. The time for strategy is over. Instinct takes over, and the struggle becomes a raw, violent retaliation. The water churns with their movements, splashing up mud and broken reeds. The jaguar sinks its teeth deep into the anaconda's flesh, jaws clamping down with a force meant to shatter bone. The snake's thick, scaly skin resists at first, but the jaguar's bite is relentless, designed by nature to pierce armor and crush bone. Again and again the cat bites down, each attack more desperate than the last, its growls echoing through the tangled undergrowth. The jaguar tears at the snake's flesh, ripping scales and muscle, trying to inflict enough agony to force the anaconda to loosen its deadly grip. At the same time, the jaguar's front paws, those not pinned by the snake's coils, slash at the serpent, claws unsheathing like curved daggers. Its claws rip into the anaconda's scales, leaving deep, bloody gashes that stain the water red. The anaconda, a titan of muscle and sinew, is not invulnerable. The pain is immense, and its massive body writhes in agony. The snake thrashes, its coils loosening slightly as the jaguar's teeth and claws tear into its flesh. For the first time, the anaconda is forced onto the defensive, its perfect constriction faltering under the onslaught. The jaguar's brutal, desperate attack is countering the snake's deadly squeeze, turning the tide of the battle. The water around them clouds with blood, the metallic scent mixing with the earthy aroma of the jungle. The anaconda's focus wavers, its attention shattered by the pain and the ferocity of the jaguar's retaliation. What was meant to be a swift kill has become a prolonged, bloody war of attrition, each animal locked in a contest of endurance and pain. Now the snake must defend itself while struggling to maintain its crushing hold, its body coiled but its spirit shaken. The jaguar, battered and gasping, knows this is its only chance. Every movement is fueled by desperation and the will to survive. It must inflict enough pain, enough damage, to convince the anaconda that this battle is not worth the cost. It is a brutal contest of pain tolerance, each animal pushing the limits of its endurance. The jaguar fights for every breath, its chest heaving, while the anaconda struggles to keep its grip as its body is torn and battered. The cat's relentless biting and clawing are a testament to its indomitable will to live, each attack a declaration of defiance. Refusing to submit, the jaguar's spirit blazes, its body battered but unbroken. It shows the anaconda and the jungle itself that the king of this realm will not go down without a fight. The furious retaliation has shifted the balance, turning the hunter into the hunted and forcing a brutal stalemate. In the heart of the Amazon, beneath the shadowy green, the battle rages on, neither predator willing to surrender, both forever marked by the struggle for survival. The fight reaches its brutal, earth-shaking climax. On the muddy banks of the Amazon, the air is thick with tension, every leaf and branch holding its breath as two apex predators battle for supremacy. Neither predator is willing to surrender. The jaguar's muscles ripple with raw power, its golden eyes burning with primal determination, while the anaconda's massive coils constrict with relentless force, each sinew straining in a desperate bid for dominance. The jaguar unleashes a savage assault, biting and clawing at the anaconda's armored scales, its roars echoing through the tangled undergrowth. Blood spatters the mud as fangs sink deep, the cat's claws raking furrows along the snake's length. In agony, the anaconda tightens its grip, its coils like living iron bands, crushing the jaguar's ribs in a desperate attempt to end the struggle. The snake's body ripples with effort, its own pain fueling a final deadly squeeze. It is a deadlock of power, muscle against muscle, instinct against instinct. The jungle itself seems to pause, the usual chorus of insects and birds silenced by the violence unfolding on the riverbank. The jaguar's jaws clamp down on the anaconda's thick body, teeth scraping scales, while the snake's coils constrict ever tighter, each second a test of endurance and will. The cat's desperate need for air collides with the snake's need to crush, both animals teetering on the edge of exhaustion and oblivion. The riverbank is transformed into a battlefield, mud churned, water splashed, the ground scarred by the violence of the encounter. The primal struggle sends ripples through the ecosystem as smaller creatures scatter and the forest holds its breath. Blood stains the mud, and the sounds of the struggle, the jaguar's pained growls, the heavy thrashing of the snake's body, echo through the now silent jungle, a grim symphony of survival. Suddenly, with a surge of adrenaline, the jaguar manages to free one of its hind legs, claws digging into the earth for leverage. With a final desperate burst of strength, it pushes against the anaconda's crushing body, twisting its torso in a last-ditch effort to escape. The movement, combined with a powerful targeted bite, finds a vulnerable spot in the snake's grip, forcing the anaconda to loosen its hold. For a split second, one of the anaconda's coils slackens, the balance of power shifting in an instant. It is the opening the jaguar has fought for, a fleeting chance at survival. With a massive heave, the cat wrenches part of its body free, muscles straining, fur slick with blood and mud. It gulps a huge, gasping breath, lungs burning, the sweet air a lifeline snatched from the jaws of death. The tide of battle turns. The jaguar, battered but unbroken, surges with renewed energy, its spirit refusing to yield. The anaconda, its body torn and bleeding, senses the shift. Its advantage lost, it abandons the attack, its only thought now to survive. Instinct takes over. The snake's massive form begins to retreat, seeking the safety of the river's depths. The jaguar, sensing victory, presses its advantage, muscles coiled and ready to strike again if needed. It pulls itself free from the last of the anaconda's coils, scrambling onto solid ground, its body caked in mud and mucus, every breath a testament to its will to live. The anaconda, bleeding from deep wounds, slips into the murky water, vanishing beneath the surface. The battle is over, but the scars will linger. The jaguar stands on the riverbank, sides heaving, its breath ragged and loud in the hush that follows the storm. Its once glorious coat is drenched and filthy, a living map of the struggle it has endured. Deep puncture wounds mark its shoulder and bruises bloom beneath its fur, trophies of survival in a world where only the strongest endure. Exhausted but victorious, the jaguar stands as a symbol of the jungle's relentless cycle of life and death. It lets out a final, trembling roar, not of triumph but of raw, ragged survival, a sound that ripples through the forest and reminds every creature of the law of the wild. The jaguar has stared death in the face and emerged victorious, its spirit unbroken, its legend growing in the shadows of the Amazon. After a moment's pause, it limps back into the emerald darkness, vanishing as silently as it arrived. The blood-stained riverbank remains, a silent testament to the epic struggle, a reminder to all who dwell here that the balance of power in the jungle is always shifting, and that every battle leaves its mark on the land and its inhabitants. The brutal confrontation between the jaguar and the anaconda is a rare and powerful reminder of the true nature of the wild. It is a world where survival is never guaranteed, and every creature, no matter how formidable, is tested by the relentless forces of nature. In the Amazon, life is a constant, unforgiving struggle. The jungle is a living tapestry of competition, where every day brings new challenges and dangers. This was not a fight born of malice, but of necessity and opportunity. Each animal was driven by instinct, responding to the demands of hunger and the threat of death. The hungry anaconda saw a chance for a meal, even if it was a dangerous one. In the wild, risk and reward are inseparable, and every decision can tip the balance between life and death. The jaguar, caught off guard, fought with every ounce of its being, not for dominance, but for its next breath. In that moment, the struggle was not about power, but about survival itself. It shows that even for the most powerful apex predators, life is fragile. The jungle does not grant immunity to strength or reputation. Vulnerability is a reality for all. One moment of carelessness, one unlucky encounter, can be the difference between life and death. The riverbank, stained and silent, is a testament to the ever-present danger that shadows every step. This clash of titans reveals the incredible adaptations of these two creatures. Each has evolved unique tools for survival, honed by countless generations of struggle. We witnessed the anaconda's perfect ambush strategy, its patience, its camouflage, and its devastating power of constriction. These are the weapons that have made it a legend of the jungle. We also saw its weakness. Once its grip was compromised, it was vulnerable to its opponent's own weapons. No creature is invincible. Every strength is balanced by a potential flaw. On the other side, we saw the jaguar's incredible resilience, its lightning reflexes, and its sheer ferocity when cornered. The will to survive can unlock reserves of strength and determination that are rarely seen. Its powerful bite, usually used for a quick kill on prey, became its ultimate defensive tool, allowing it to turn the tables on a seemingly impossible situation. Both animals were pushed to their absolute limits. The aftermath is a stark reminder that every victory comes at a cost, and every survivor carries the scars of battle. What makes this event so extraordinary is that it disrupts the typical predator-prey dynamic. Here the boundaries between hunter and hunted are blurred, and the balance of power is constantly shifting. Usually these two giants would avoid each other. Their coexistence is a delicate truce, maintained by mutual respect and the instinct to avoid unnecessary risk. They occupy the top of the food chain and have little to fear from other animals. Yet, even at the summit, the struggle for survival never truly ends. But in the unforgiving economy of the jungle, sometimes the lines blur. The roles of predator and prey can shift in an instant, and the outcome is never certain. When resources are scarce or an opportunity presents itself, the unwritten rules can be broken. The jungle is a place where adaptability and quick thinking are often the keys to survival. A predator can become prey in an instant. The balance of power is never fixed, and every encounter is a test of strength, strategy, and will. This fight shows that the hierarchy of the jungle is not set in stone. It is constantly being tested and redefined in bloody, life-or-death contests. The struggle for dominance is ongoing, and the outcome shapes the very fabric of the ecosystem. Ultimately, the battle on the riverbank is a story about the unyielding will to survive. It is a lesson in perseverance, in the refusal to surrender, even when the odds seem insurmountable. It strips away the romanticism of nature and exposes its raw, brutal core. The jungle is not a place of mercy, but of relentless competition and adaptation. The jaguar and the anaconda were not good or evil. They were simply two creatures following the ancient instincts that have allowed their species to endure for millennia. Their actions are shaped by the laws of nature, not by morality. The law of the jungle is simple. You fight, you struggle, you use every weapon you have, and you do whatever it takes to live another day. This is the reality for every creature, from the smallest insect to the mightiest predator. The wounded jaguar that limped back into the forest and the injured anaconda that slipped into the river are living proof of that fundamental, powerful truth. Their struggle echoes through the jungle, a reminder that the balance of power is always in flux and that survival is the ultimate prize in the animal kingdom. As the last traces of sunlight fade and the jungle slips into darkness, a new cast of predators emerges from the shadows. The Amazon night belongs to the masters of stealth, the creatures who have evolved to hunt when the world is cloaked in mystery. Here, beneath the dense canopy and along the winding waterways, the rules shift once again. The ocelot, with its dappled coat and silent paws, glides through the undergrowth. Its eyes, adapted for the dimmest light, pierce the gloom in search of rodents and small birds. Every step is calculated, every movement concealed by the cover of night. The ocelot's hunting strategy is one of patience and precision, relying on acute hearing and a sense of smell that can detect the faintest rustle. High above, the common potu perches motionless on a broken branch, its plumage blending seamlessly with the bark. When it senses movement below, it swoops down in utter silence, snatching moths and beetles with uncanny accuracy. Its wide mouth and keen eyesight make it a formidable hunter in the darkness. In the black waters, caimans glide with barely a ripple. Their eyes shine red in the beam of the moon, scanning for the careless or the weak. Their patience is legendary. They can wait for hours, motionless, until an unwary fish or amphibian strays too close. Then, with explosive speed, they strike. Meanwhile, the Amazonian owl silently patrols the treetops. Its wings are specially adapted for noiseless flight, allowing it to ambush prey without warning. With exceptional night vision, it can spot even the tiniest movement on the forest floor. Yet, the night is not without its own dangers. These nocturnal predators must also navigate a world of hidden threats. An ocelot could cross paths with a larger territorial jaguar. A caiman might find itself challenged by a rival. The darkness offers both cover and risk. Every hunt is a gamble. In this world, survival is a matter of specialization. No creature dominates the night entirely. Instead, each has carved out a niche, using unique tools and tactics to thrive in the perpetual twilight. The nocturnal jungle is a place of constant tension, where every sense is heightened and every movement could mean the difference between feast and famine. As dawn approaches, the night hunters retreat, their secrets hidden once more beneath the canopy. The Amazon's cycle of survival continues, a never-ending dance of adaptation in the world's greatest wilderness, where the shadows themselves are alive with the hunt. Beneath the tangled vines and glassy surface of the Amazon's waterways, another world unfolds, a realm ruled by river predators whose lives are shaped by current, camouflage, and cunning. The caiman, armored and ancient, glides through the shallows with barely a ripple. Its scaly skin and powerful tail make it a master of stealth. By day, it basks on muddy banks, soaking in warmth. By night, it slips silently into the water, eyes just above the surface, scanning for movement. Every hunt is a waiting game, motionless patience until a fish, bird, or even a capybara draws near. Then, in a sudden burst, the caiman lunges, jaws snapping shut with bone-crushing force. But the caiman is not the river's only ruler. In the tangled roots and swirling eddies, giant otters patrol in close-knit family groups. Sleek, agile, and fiercely intelligent, these social hunters are always on the move. Their playful chirps and whistles echo over the water as they coordinate complex hunts, herding schools of fish into tight balls before launching a synchronized attack. Unlike the solitary caiman, giant otters rely on teamwork and communication. Their webbed feet and streamlined bodies turn them into underwater acrobats, twisting and darting with astonishing speed. The river is both home and battleground. Caimans and otters sometimes cross paths, each wary of the other's strength. Otters, bold and united, will mob a lone caiman to defend their young, chattering and splashing to drive it away. The caiman, undeterred, bides its time. There will be other chances. Survival here demands more than strength or speed. It requires adaptability. During the dry season, shrinking waterways force predators and prey into close quarters, raising the stakes of every encounter. In the rainy months, swollen rivers transform the landscape, scattering food sources and testing the endurance of every creature. In this ever-shifting world, the lives of river predators are a constant balance between risk and reward. Theirs is a hidden drama unfolding every day beneath the surface, where skill, strategy, and the relentless flow of the river decide who thrives and who disappears into the depths. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, a world of tiny terrors thrives, a microcosm of predators that rule the undergrowth with their unique hunting methods and ecological roles. Among these, the bullet ant stands as a fearsome icon, known for its excruciating sting, which ranks among the most painful in the insect world. The bullet ant is both hunter and defender. These ants are formidable predators, using their powerful mandibles to capture prey, such as smaller insects and even other ants. Once caught, the prey is immobilized with a venomous sting, ensuring a quick and efficient kill. The bullet ant's role in the ecosystem extends beyond predation. Their aggressive defense of their nests helps maintain the balance of insect populations in their territory. Equally fascinating are the assassin bugs, masters of stealth and deception. These predatory insects employ a variety of hunting techniques, from ambush to mimicry. Some species disguise themselves as harmless parts of the environment, lying in wait for unsuspecting prey to wander close. When the moment is right, the assassin bug strikes with lightning speed, injecting a paralyzing enzyme through its needle-like mouthparts. This enzyme liquefies the insides of the prey, allowing the assassin bug to suck up the nutritious fluids. Their role as both predator and scavenger helps control insect populations and recycle nutrients within the forest floor. In the leaf litter and foliage, the Amazon's tiny hunters play a crucial part in the intricate web of life. Their predatory activities help regulate populations of other insects, maintaining a delicate balance essential for the health of the ecosystem. These small but mighty creatures demonstrate that, in the Amazon, survival is not solely the domain of the large and powerful. Here, even the smallest predator can have a significant impact, shaping the forest's complex and dynamic environment. As night falls, the forest comes alive with the sounds of these tiny hunters. The rustle of leaves, the scuttle of legs, and the occasional snap of mandibles create a symphony of survival. In the dim light, the bullet ants and assassin bugs continue their relentless pursuit, each playing their part in the grand narrative of the Amazon. In this hidden world, the drama of life and death unfolds on a miniature scale, reminding us that the Amazon's most formidable predators are not always the ones we can see. From the forest floor to the canopy, the tiny terrors of the Amazon are a testament to the diversity and complexity of life in this incredible ecosystem. High above the tangled canopy, another realm of hunters reigns supreme. Here, the air itself is a battleground, home to the Amazon's most formidable aerial predators. With wings outstretched, the harpy eagle soars in silent majesty, its piercing gaze scanning the treetops below. This apex predator, with talons as large as a grizzly bear's claws, is built for power and precision. Its short, broad wings allow nimble navigation through dense foliage, while its powerful legs deliver swift, crushing blows to unsuspecting prey. The harpy eagle's menu is diverse. Sloths, monkeys, and even large birds fall victim to its silent ambushes. Perched patiently, the eagle waits for the perfect moment, then launches in a flash of motion, snatching its quarry from the branches in a display of raw strength and accuracy. Every hunt is a testament to millions of years of evolution, perfectly attuned to life in the rainforest canopy. As dusk settles, the torch of predation passes from the eagles to the bats. Under the cover of darkness, the Amazon's skies teem with these nocturnal hunters. The greater spear-nosed bat, with its acute sense of hearing, tracks the faint rustle of insects and the flutter of wings. Using echolocation, bats map their surroundings in complete darkness, weaving effortlessly between branches and leaves. Some bats specialize in snatching insects from mid-air, while others pluck frogs or small birds from their perches. Their wings, thin as parchment and incredibly flexible, allow for agile maneuvers and sudden dives. In a single night, a bat can consume its own weight in prey, playing a crucial role in controlling insect populations and maintaining the delicate balance of the forest. In this vertical world, survival is a dance between predator and prey, played out beneath the endless green roof of the Amazon. The harpy eagle and the bat, one a ruler of daylight, the other a master of the night, demonstrate the extraordinary adaptations that define life in the world's greatest rainforest. Above the forest floor, the drama continues, with every wingbeat echoing the relentless pursuit that shapes the Amazon's living tapestry.